Welcome back. All right, today's prospect video is on Ryan Leonard. Ryan Leonard, a center who's played for the U.S. National Development Team program, the junior level, and there's a lot of good players in that program right now, and it'll be very interesting to see which ones make successful NHLers. And depending on which site you use, you're going to get varying degrees of excitement for Ryan Leonard. Now, he's 5'11", 180 pounds. Or 181 pounds, I should say. 180 centimeters, 82 kilos for those of you on the European side of things. But Ryan Leonard is seen as a potential power forward at the National Hockey League level, despite being under 6 feet tall, which can work. Absolutely can. I did a video not that long ago on players below 6 feet tall who've had good, nice, long careers or been star players, and so he could be the latest. Now, Elite Prospects has him at number 7. Hockey Prospect has him at number 15. So that's that difference right there. And this draft class is just stacked. So I can understand there being that much of a difference. Bob McKenzie has him going at 10th. Sportsnet has him ranked 6th. And Dauber Prospects has him at 12th. It's really all over the place. I'm wearing Capitals because I figure why not have him taken at 8th by the Capitals, who, with Nick Lidstrom's career winding down and issues with Kuznetsov's overall production, Connor McMichael not taking that next step as they'd hoped, why not go in and pick up a center who's also a very talented player? So not just drafting by position, but who may very well be the best player available at that spot. Now, last year at the USA National Team Development Program, playing for juniors, 33 games, 10 goals, 5 assists, 15 points. This year, that goes to 17 games, 11 goals, 9 assists, 20 points. So his production increased tremendously, and he was a rising star of this draft class. Playing at the World Junior Championship under 18 version. Last year, 6 games, 5 goals, 1 assist, 6 points. Very good totals. But this year, in 7 games, 8 goals, 9 assists, 17 points. Ridiculously stacked squad. He was third in team scoring behind Will Smith and Gabe Perreault. Gabe Perreault's name comes up a lot in these national development team scouting reports, and yet he's expected to go late in the first round. So this really could be a stacked draft, and look for Gabe Perreault to potentially be a steal if he goes late in the draft or late in the first round. And the other reason I mention this is because there are some teams that have multiple first round picks. What if you wanted to get Leonard and then Perreault, who have played together? And you're like, all right, I think we can make this work. There's that possibility as well. So he has good speed, not elite level speed, but he is a very good skater, and his compete level is high. He's willing to go into the corners. He's willing to fight for pucks. Good hands, solid passer. Not seen as like elite when it comes to like hockey IQ, so some of the decision making stuff. But again, we've talked about how that can be changed. That can be changed. Right coaching can change that. He is going to Boston College this fall. So playing at Boston College, I'm sure they will coach and improve certain parts of his game. But of course, we can't know where that's going to lead him. And at this point, it would be speculation, which is the wonderful thing about the draft, is how speculative it really truly is. He is seen as an all-position player, and he plays bigger than his size, as I stated. 5'11" on paper, yes, but he does play a power forward game, and he's solid. He's not like a slight build type of player here. He played all 3 forward positions this season, so he showed he can move around the lineup. He's projected to be a center at the NHL level, potentially, but the fact that he's played all 3 forward positions this season means he might end up starting out on the wing in the NHL. He would not be the first player to come into the NHL as a winger and then get moved to center later on. But he can play any position, and he's very definitely a player who has been able to adapt as need be. I was looking for the word adaptable. It escaped me for a moment there. His stock rose during the season. He was definitely seen as a player who achieved more than expected coming into this year. Now, if you want to be negative about it, you could say, well, look at the guys he plays with. It inflated his totals. But if you look at the advanced stats, zone entries, zone exits, and that kind of thing, he did drive the play. He was a very good player for that team, and he does project as being a first-line forward. That looks like a G, but I know it's an E because I wrote it, but I guess I wrote it too quickly and it made it look like a G. But he's seen as a first line, and then just trying to fix it, I made it worse. Man, Ninja Dust. Nobody saw that. But yeah, he's seen as projects as a first-line power forward in the NHL, which, again, I feel like for Washington, that's a good selling point. They do have Tom Wilson, I understand, but yeah, if you could have two power guys working together, yeah. And again, headed to Boston College means he won't be in the NHL right away. There's definitely a lot of players in that situation, which will then lead to us talking about Michkov a little bit more. And, well, Michkov, it's only 3 years, but there's the other uncertainties around Michkov that I think mean that while I have Leonard in my draft going right after Michkov, I do think that it will be very interesting to watch where GMs actually take these players. Because, again, it really does vary. And I would think that NHL teams have that changed, that very different list as well. So one team may have Leonard in the top 10, and another team may not have him in the top 15. It is that stacked of a draft, and it's a fine line between those megastars and everything else. So again, you have those top guys in this draft, and then you have that next level where they're going to be excellent NHLers, and on that next level, you find guys like Ryan Leonard. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.